Hi, this is Jason with jasonparton.com. This is my first animated bit of information, part of a project, Animate Education, which will help teachers, parents, and students learn next-generation science standards and entrepreneurship with real-world relevant examples. This will be done animated to reach out to diverse learners and English language learners. And I wanted to create this as a sustainable social business. Now, to make myself engaged in that, I wanted to build off my own skills and experiences in a way that would help others. My own skills and experiences include being an emancipated youth. At 16, I was declared a legal adult, joined the Army. I became a paratrooper and a combat veteran in Desert Storm, before going on to an international peacekeeping force where I was able to learn that a lot of root causes of conflict in the world are access to natural resources, healthcare, and inequitable access to education. Realizing that, I went on to college where I studied civil and environmental engineering as a way to help the planet. Went on to graduate school where I studied biomedical engineering as a way to improve health. I ended up inventing a few medical devices, had some startup companies, and commercialized these devices internationally, which provided the opportunity to get into education. I've taught at 2 universities and a project-based high school. All this time, I've maintained one of my passions, which is performing as a magician. I've actually used this for outreach. I've worked with at-risk youths for over 20 years, mostly foster youths, where I've tried to help with critical thinking, maintaining their education rights, and encouraging them to learn communication. What I've painted a picture of is a true passion for the planet, a desire to help the people on this planet, and a background that lets me realize the importance of having a profitable venture so that you create, at this intersection, what most people call a sustainable social business. My challenge was how to take my teaching style and put it on the internet in a way that I could share the next generation science standards, global relevancy, in a way that wasn't just sharing information, but was actually empowering people. I decided to go with YouTube. It has search engine optimization, which would allow a global audience, and allow monetization, which could lead it towards a sustainable social business. I had to take this information. I thought I would put the YouTube Animate Ed as videos that explain next generation science standards with projects and resources. It's animated because this is probably a lot better than reading all the existing information out there. And by keeping it short, under 5 minutes, hopefully people become engaged. The website, animateed.com, would have more detailed information, printouts that we use in a classroom, access to global resources thanks to the internet, and an online community sharing experiences so that teachers feel that they are part of a community, are empowered, and can find and share resources to make their days more efficient. All this information will be a nonprofit. I'm going to apply for a 501c, which is a charity, because I hope to make this inclusive of diverse learners. It'll be visual, relevant, and in multiple languages. Personally, I have a passion for helping foster youths and at-risk kids. To give you an idea why, let's look at some math. This is statistics that foster youths are, if they're emancipated, are 25% are going to end up homeless at some point before they're 24. The same group will be in jail or arrested, about 85% of them. A lot of the foster youths are also diverse learners, and let's just pull some statistics about dyslexia. Dyslexia is a learning challenge, but it affects about 20% of the U.S. population. What's scary is that it affects over 50% of the prison population. And if we look at females in juvenile detention, it's over 80%. And this is frightening considering that 1 out of every 100 Americans is in jail right now. So possibly we should reach out as quickly as we can, reach out to diverse learners, and empower them through entrepreneurship and hands-on practical learning to better themselves, as opposed to creating a pipeline to prison. I started to get overwhelmed with all of this. So I thought about it for a while, and I decided to follow advice that I would give a student or employee. It's actually the only advice I ever give anyone when they're hesitating about a project, is just to try. Try your best without a fear of failure. Put it in the real world to test, get feedback and improve it, and then repeat this process until you've produced something of value to others. This is actually my fourth attempt at an animation. The name may change from N a bit as I learn more about copyright laws. I'm keeping history and notes that others may learn from my process. You can keep track of this progress at jasonparton.com, while I'll be posting my journey through learning how to help others.